FastLane wrap-up. Of course, FastLane from the Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio.
Nationwide is on your side.
Yeah, there's some free pub for Nationwide like they need it. How the show starts off, we had a kickoff show. It was Ty Dillinger, Team Dillinger defeating Team Mojo. Who was on Ty Dillinger's team? I forgot.
Breezango, and then no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Breezango was on Team 10, and then there was Sean Ledger and Chad Gable, the whiny little brats.
And then we go to the main card. Nakamura defeats Rusev. Then, and I think upset of the night for the United States title, Randy Orton defeats Bobby Roode. He is now a Grand Slam champion. Jinder Mahal comes out after that, attacks Orton. Then Roode attacked, he attacked Roode or whatever happened, and then Roode attacked Orton. Tony, that sets up probably a triple threat match at WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
Then we have Natalya and Carmella defeat Becky Lynch and Naomi. SmackDown Tag Team titles ended in no contest between the Usos and New Day. When the Bludgeon Brothers come out and just completely annihilate everyone, I believe, according to WWE.com, I'm not sure if it's real or not, Xavier Woods is seriously hurt.
He got mercifully beat.
So we wish him a speedy recovery. The SmackDown Women's title, Charlotte defeats Ruby Riott. We figured that one was pretty simple. And then your main event of the evening for the WWE Championship, the winner faces Shinsuke Nakamura in 4 weeks' time at WrestleMania. AJ Styles gets a victory over Baron Corbin, John Cena, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler. We have the match we've been wanting. It's going to be AJ Styles. It's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura. It's going to be your WrestleMania 34 main event.
Blah, 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 blah. Forget about that. Let's talk about some more upsets today. We had Asuka showing out of nowhere. She announced her WrestleMania card, and then Shane O'Mac with the kick of the night.
Good job, Tony. I'm glad you remember the little details of these things, because I forgot all of them.
Hey, you weren't sleeping on that one.
No, I actually stayed awake for this pay-per-view because I got a new Samsung TV over the weekend. But it has the WWE Network app through the TV, so I don't even have to go online anymore. It's amazing. I recommend it. Don't ever buy a Vizio.
Yeah.
Because I'm ready for March Madness tomorrow, Tony. I'm going to win. Go Villanova.
Oh, go Virginia, bitch.
And then that other Nimrod, I don't know what he has. But anyway.
He's got Xavier.
Who cares? So that's FastLane. The updated standings, it's 142.5 to 131.5. Tony, you were down by 11.
I was down by 10.
No, you're down by 11, Tony.
You told me I was down by 10.
Tony, you're down by 11.
Shut you, Nimrod. I'm still going to...
Okay, let me finish this. So we got that. So now, Tony, probably 5 matches on TakeOver, and then probably 10 or 11 on WrestleMania. So Tony has this. This is going to go down. This could go down to the main event of WrestleMania 34.
No. It's going to be like this. I'm going to take four out of whatever matches are TakeOver, and I'm going to sweep the board of WrestleMania with my picks. Follow me on Twitter.
You don't even have a Twitter.
Or Instagram.
You don't have... Okay, well anyway, that's that FastLane. That's our final wrap-ups that we're doing from Studio One. That's it. That's our last Ring of Honor one.
It's over.
That's our last FastLane. That's our last WWE pay-per-view. Our next wrap-up will be from the building of WrestleMania 34, and that is the Superdome.
No, we'll be down in Bourbon Street. What the hell are you talking about?
Tony, I can tell you're not on your medicine today. We're taking time out. When we come back, we're going to recap Raw. Here to the Ringside Report. That what we had the 16th anniversary and the FastLane wrap up. Them are in the books. Tony's down by 11. Also, happy birthday was on Monday to Mae Young, but nonetheless, on this date you saw it. We got the Ringside Report podcast that's coming out in less than 2 weeks. The debut. We preview the Cubs on Monday. Preview the Sox on Tuesday. Predict the world. The playoffs. What, Tony?
Not Ringside Report podcast, it's the Northside Southside podcast.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Thank you. It's the Northside Southside podcast. How many times am I going to call it Ringside Report when we're on there?
Well, you already got one, so there's your
Well, once we get in the groove of it, I'll be okay.
But, Are we going to announce the other award shenanigans or later?
We'll be announcing that in the next couple of weeks. We're going to have WWE has their awards and their Hall of Fame. We're going to have an announcement about that coming up in the next couple of weeks. But on Friday's show, we have a huge announcement of what's happening on some of our final episodes of the Ringside Report. That will be on segment 4 on Friday. Stay tuned. It's going to be life-changing, Tony.
I know, and speaking of Wednesday, we got some Nimrod showing up Wednesday.
No, we don't, Tony.
Oh, he's not coming? Wonderful.
Anyway, so let's recap Raw. Kurt Angle comes out, and he comes out and announces, or he comes out talking about WWE and WrestleMania. Roman Reigns interrupts him. Kurt Angle says Brock Lesnar's not going to be there. Roman Reigns comes out and says, you know what? I don't care. Disrespected by Brock Lesnar is one thing. Being disrespected by Vince McMahon is another. He goes into the back of the locker, or goes into the back end of the gorilla position, pretty much grabs Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon right there, which is stupid while he was there. He's the commissioner of SmackDown. I don't get it. But anyway, so they do that, and then they end up going to Vince says go to commercial. They do, come back. Reigns is suspended, and I'm guessing he'll be back. I'm not sure when he's coming back, Tony.
Well, Corey Graves thinks that he might be coming back next week. I don't know what's going on. Vince says, I got your word, Brock's coming back next week. I don't know what's going on, but the thing with Shane McMahon is because he's on the headset for Michael Cole and everything, he's making sure that the announcers, in case they get hurt or something, that they have to bring another announcer as quickly as possible. That's why you see Michael Cole on SmackDown too as well. Sasha
Banks defeats Sonya Deville.
No, Bayley.
Bayley walks out, and then Sasha Banks gets attacked by all three. Did you know Sonya Deville's the first openly gay women's wrestler in WWE history?
Yeah, I heard about that. That's very good. And
congratulations.
Also, the first guy that was ever gay was what's his name?
Darren Young.
Yeah, thank you, Derek Young. Yeah, he was openly, but that's surprisingly. Wow, that's a nice announcement she made. That was pretty wow.
Miz TV, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins. Miz tried to stir the pot. It ended up backfiring on him. But then eventually we did get later on in the night Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. But the Bar versus the Miz Taraj don't happen. I forgot why. What happened?
All
Go ahead.
All hell broke loose. All the other tag teams came out and then they announced the main event would be a tag team battle. The winner faces at WrestleMania for the title.
John Cena comes out. He says, you know what? I'm not a part of WrestleMania. I'm going to be a fan. I'm going to sit in the crowd. He jumped over the barrier. He had a sip of beer with a fan. And then he says, well, what bad can happen now? So I'm going to sort of challenge The Undertaker to WrestleMania. And he did, and walked out.
I like the pipe bomb he drops.
That was a very, very good John Cena promo.
Yeah, where he says, I see you working out on your wife's Instagram. I'm like,
this could be good. We'll see what happens. Elias cuts a promo saying whatever happened and is.
This is all our fault.
Yeah, it's always our fault.
Yes.
I'm used to that. I work my job. I'm always blamed for stuff.
It reminds me of the G. Snitsky. It wasn't my fault.
Well, he killed a baby.
He kicked a baby.
Well, he didn't. Well, yeah, that too. Finn Balor defeats Seth Rollins. Asuka comes out. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, and I don't know. I'm still confused about Mickie James. But then we tell you that Asuka defeats Mickie James. Then after that, Nia Jax gets a victory. But after her match, the camera was on in the women's locker room, which is scary, Tony. That means there's a live camera in the women's locker room. And I know Tony's been looking for that feed online. You want to see Alexa Bliss's hoo-ha.
Yeah, but I like how the camera, the boom mic comes on, and then here comes Charlie Crusoe. She drops the bombshell saying that the mic's been on and they hear what you're saying. I love how Nia Jax walks up the ramp.
Boy, was she mad.
She wipes a tear away. And then when she looks down and she looks up, and that face changes, it's like, oh, crap.
And she destroys the locker room. Of course, Alexa Bliss saying she used Nia, calling her fat. Again, don't forget, folks, before you get all upset about her bullying, if you don't watch Total Divas, these two are actually best friends. So
they are. And remember, they use that Tom Phillips character, or whatever that guy.
Yeah. So don't. So obviously
No.
she's making fun of her weight, but I'm sure she got condoned by. Like I said, they're good friends. But
Yeah,
anywho.
yeah. Some people on the fucking Facebook.
Yeah, because you'll have people saying, make fun of a heavy woman. Da, 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 da. Okay, Raw number one contender for the Raw Tag Team title. Tony, let me rephrase this. The number one contender for the Raw Tag Team title Battle Royal. Do you get that?
That means you must.
Tag team, Tony.
Yes, you must have a tag team. And look who comes out. Braun!
But are you gonna be the one to tell Braun Strowman he needs a partner?
No, I tell him this basically, you want to go get a partner? Go fetch one.
And he wins it. He is now the number one contender for the Raw Tag Team titles. Is it him by himself, or does he find a partner?
I think Titus is going to be the partner because him and Titus were talking in the ring before they went to commercial, and I think you're going to see the end of Apollo and Titus worldwide.
Probably. I think Braun might face by himself. Who else is there? How about Kane? How about Big Show?
Big Show's just gone. I think his career's over.
Was Braun part of WrestleMania last year? Was he in the Battle Royal?
Yeah, he was in the Battle Royal. We weren't watching the Battle Royal, but yeah, he was in there. But he got
I think I picked him last year.
Yeah,
one of us did. But anyway, that's Raw. That's Detroit. Okay. Part of me, a little smidge, never would have did it though. Would have went to Detroit on Monday night to go see Raw because we were expected to see Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker. You didn't get either one.
Yeah, but kudos to a couple things that were on WWE Raw Monday night.
Go ahead.
Kid Rock is inducted to the Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, before you do the next one, do you think Undertaker comes back as American Badass and Kid Rock plays his theme song for WrestleMania?
Oh hell yeah, I want to see that.
Why not his last hurrah come out in the motorcycle? And the dead man's been used. He is the dead man. One time with Kid Rock being in the Hall of Fame, sing his song and do it right.
I think they're inducted in the Hall of Fame.
I don't. If he's not, maybe. But anyway, Undertaker's never at the Hall of Fame except for when Paul Bearer died.
Well, no, the Undertaker's been there, but he's always in the back. But I think he should come out, and they're Cena, and Cena gets up, looks at him, and says, "I'll see you tomorrow night." And also, kudos to Hillbilly Jim getting inducted in the Hall of Fame this past weekend. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they did last week. Also, the little kid from New Orleans is getting the Warrior Award. Congratulations to him as well.
And also the biggest nugget ever, as I use Owen Hart's Nugget Award, the biggest nugget goes to the women. The first ever Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royale. Hallelujah. We're going to have a Battle Royale. Along with the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, we're going to have 2 Battle Royales.
Great. I'm looking so forward to it. This is going to be 2 long Battle Royals that are probably going to both be on the pre-show.
I don't know yet. I don't know if the Andre Giant Battle Royale might happen. It might not. Depends on what happens. But I think they should do a Battle Royale to see who gets the title shot at Backlash for a championship, like a Royal Rumble style almost.
Well, we will see what happens. That is Raw. Preview for Monday. We're going to recap SmackDown Mixed Match Challenge. It's got to be going down to the final. I believe 3 more weeks.
Preview for Monday.
Or preview for Friday. Tony, work with me here. I'm tired. It's been a shit show. I'm ready for a week off, which is next week.
I know.
Preview for Friday. We're going to recap SmackDown Mixed Match Challenge 205 Live, Ring of Honor, and NXT. We're going to have Ringside Report moment number 6. We're getting down there, Tony. Also, we're going to have a big announcement concerning our final few shows and announcement about what's going on there. Also, starting on Friday, we have the final 100. We can take a 0 off of that, Tony. We're in the final 10 episodes of Ringside Report.
I know, and then in less than 10 days, whatever, in a couple weeks, about a week and a half, it goes from Ringside Report to Northside Southside Podcast. So get your cups, get your socks ready, because it's going to be a wild ride. We're going to go 160 games, maybe into the month of November as we celebrate Turkey Day.
Should be exciting. Everyone have a great Wednesday. We'll see you Friday for the King of Controversy, Anthony Smoody. I'm Ryan Young, saying thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling. Guys, we're back!
What do you mean we're back? We have Ringside Report still going on.
But we need something to do when Ringside Report's done on April 13th. What do you got? What do you got in mind, Smarty?
Oh, a North Side versus South Side thing.
So you're telling me we should do a podcast beginning on March 26th where I cover the Cubs and you cover the White Sox?
I cover the White Sox, you cover the Cubs.
Well, I think that's great. March 26th on Spreaker and Facebook. Be there. Welcome to the 16th anniversary wrap-up. I am Ryan Young, joined as always by the King of Controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, what a night it was to celebrate the 16th anniversary of Ring of Honor. Tony, are you moving right now? It sounds very sketchy in your neck of the woods.
It does. I'm in Moose Country. What do you think I am?
What do you mean you're in Moose Country?
I'm always in Moose Country.
This show started off, of course, with Takahashi defeating Flip Gordon. Match number 2 of the evening, number 1 contender for the world title. It was Punishment Martinez losing to Marty Scurll. Then we had in the third match, Ring of Honor television title on the line, Kenny King retains against Silas Young.
Yep.
Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles on the line. It was SoCal Uncensored defeating the Hung Bucks. So therefore, Tony, we have new 6-man tag team champions. It's SoCal Uncensored. Now, their contract's up at the end of the year. If they hold on to these titles for the next, 9 months, they can't leave because they are champions.
Yeah, they can't because it's now the next pay-per-view until...
Probably like May. I think War of the Worlds or something.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So that'll be interesting, but I think nonetheless, SoCal Uncensored might have found a loophole.
Yeah, well,
Tony just opened a soda again.
Yeah, there you go. But the upset of the night the award goes to Austin Aries for showing up out of nowhere.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. After the Ring of Honor, let's back up a little bit. Ring of Honor TV title, Austin Aries interrupts after Kenny King wins the match. He wants that title. Tony, we're probably gonna, would it be Super Card of Honor?
Yes, Super Card of Honor, I've been confirmed.
No, that'll definitely, and again, they're on the same night as the Hall of Fame, I believe, in New Orleans, so.
Yeah, well.
Or is it the same night? No. The same night as TakeOver, so that is going to be interesting.
Yeah, but it will be.
Then we have, the 6-man tag title, SoCal Uncensored. Then we had Cody defeat Matt Taven. Then we had, the Briscoes are the new tag team champions as they defeated the Motor City Machine Guns. What?
Wait a minute. You forgot the biggest surprise ever.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about it. This was on Friday, so it feels like forever ago. All of a sudden, you had the B.A.R out there that had the all-in shirt on with Brandy, and all of a sudden, he takes it off after the match, and it's Kenny Omega. He attacks Kenny King. Or, not Kenny King, he attacks Cody, and then them two have a match coming up at Super Card of Honor as well. I believe that'll be streaming on the on their website. I believe if you're an Honor Club member. I'm a part of Honor Club, Tony, so we might have to watch that after TakeOver, but we're not going to cover it.
The best kiss of the night went to him and Brandy Rhodes.
Yeah, Brandy's the one that enforced that kiss. Do you think she turns on Cody?
I think she does.
Why not? Throw a little spice in there. And finally, for the Ring of Honor World title, Dalton Castle defeats Jay Lethal. After Ring of Honor's 16th anniversary, again, Tony won the chance to pick for both pay-per-views. Tony currently was down 140.5 to 128.5 going into FastLane. FastLane wrap-up coming up next on the Ringside Report.